Hello, everyone. Welcome to Die Party Friday Night Fights, week number five.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. And also, it will be the final episode of Friday Night Fights before we move into a new game, which is exciting. But what's more exciting is that we're going to have a conclusion to this epic tale of love and money and
Is it ever really
Violence.
a conclusion?
violence. Yeah. Well, at least for this season. We might bring it back. Who knows? So, let me go around and introduce everyone. Up first, we have Graham, who will be playing... Let me just see if I got this right. Wolf and... God, I always forget this guy's name. Buster
not write it down?
Meatman,
Buster Meatman.
and I think that's it. You don't have any more, do you?
Is that of the Connecticut Meatmans?
He's also a robot, but we don't know.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
That. Yeah. We also have David, who is playing Cowboy, Minotaur, and did you make another one?
No. I was very tempted to make a manager called the Milkmaid, but
Why the fuck didn't you? That sounds great. And I will be playing Rooster Lymes, and I don't know if we decided if Vincent Morn is going to be an NPC or a actual character that I play. Arthur, did we make that decision?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just be playing Rooster Lymes today. And then we have Arthur Perkins, who is our game master. And no, creative.
There you go.
Got it. He is
Could
the
say
creative.
I'm
Game
being
Master
everything
Creative.
else.
God damn it, we're never gonna get over that joke, are we? That one's just gonna sit there in eternity and just spin constantly.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. Alright, so in case you guys hadn't realized, this is a game that we play called based on the book Worldwide Wrestling RPG, where we basically play characters inside a wrestling federation called Friday Night Fights. And this is the trial and tribulations of those characters, I guess. Arthur, you have... What happened last week, or last episode of Friday Night Fights? That you
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to do a recap. I don't...
You don't remember?
Okay, let me call back. Me reach back into my
Wolf,
mind.
Wolf is the champion.
Oh, that's right, yes.
No, let's start from the beginning. Alright, Timmy spoiled the ending to Avengers Age of Ultron.
That's true. He
That-
did.
Timmy's a cool guy.
Yes. What?
What?
You're literally the only person who has ever said that.
No, Rooster
ever.
thought he was pretty cool.
Okay, Rooster decided to side with Timmy.
Yeah.
Rooster called out Mr. Ass behind stage. Franchise showed up. Wolf fought for the tag team belt and lost versus Cowboy and Minotaur. Wolf fought Rooster on a cruise ship live
With
for
weapons.
the heavyweight title belt and lost.
No,
And
Rooster
the
lost.
Reaper apparently can float up the side of ships.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real thing Reapers do.
So I also cut the wolf down the guts. That was fun.
I don't.
Yeah, you used a silver sword that you stole from a man named Vincent Morn.
Yeah. He was supposed to be another character that I would eventually play, but I don't think we'll get to that today. We'll see.
So, yeah, and then Timmy was cast out as president and general manager of the Friday Night Fights company, and Cowboy stole all of his wireless key passwords and transferred all his funds into Cowboy's account.
Oh, that's right. That whole fucking thing. Yeah, I
And
remember.
that is why Cowboy is now a champion, a tag team champion.
He owns both belts because he runs both characters.
Yep.
and he has money in the bank.
He has money in the bank, so he can
That's true.
challenge for another title shot.
Yeah,
Anytime.
and poor Rooster's only got like multi-million-dollar franchise. Yeah, it's really sad. He doesn't have much more.
He's trying.
He owns literally all advertising and has set up a group of wrestlers who are all the best at advertising and making money.
Aside from that,
He controls like 30% of the profits that the company makes. And all he does is sit in his herb and he's like, I just want to win one fight. That's all I'm asking for.
One fight! Please, just pencil me in for a win. Please, for the love of God.
You need to appeal to your audience, man. They love seeing you getting your ass kicked. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. When I ask people for matches, they're all like, yeah, Wolf versus Rooster. Wolf wins. Every week.
I'm in for that. Sounds good.
I think we decided at the end of last night that the matches were getting a little too PvP based, and that we were going to send everybody up against MPWs for this episode. So
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ready to get started if you guys are.
I am too. Let's float this possum down the river.
What?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Let's fuck this piglet.
Arthur, what does that mean?
I know what fucking the piglet is. I assume it's literally fucking a piglet. But I don't know.
What does that have to do with wrestling?
Let's make a mess out of this banana stand.
I don't get that one
I'm
either.
losing it. You're losing me.
Yeah.
I'm really not there. I'm just not. There's no connection.
All right.
There's always money in the banana stand.
There's always money
Yeah.
in the banana.
Yo, got it.
All right. So this is what happens. This was a suggestion from a viewer who wanted to see Timmy brought back for one last time. I know I said that the reign of Timmy was over, but as you know, at the beginning of the matches, we like to do one of those promo cuts, and this is the promo cut for Rooster. So the camera has a bag over it, and the bag is removed off the camera lens, and it's staring at Rooster, who's also got a bag removed off over his head at the same time, and he's still got his luchador mask on over his Rooster face mask. And there's like makeup painted on him that makes it look like he's got like bruising. And
ridiculous.
He's clearly in some sort of abandoned dark warehouse where chains are hanging from the ceiling, and there's like rusty roll-on, roll-off container crates in the background, and there's like a rhythmic thumping noise, and Timmy walks into view behind Rooster, and he's like, well, Rooster, it seems like you did drink that drugged water bottle after all. What do you have to say for yourself, Rooster? You couldn't win the belt match? You couldn't keep me in power?
Well...
He hits you across the face with a pipe.
Alright, I spit out several teeth.
All of them, in fact.
Yeah. Like they just
A
dribble out of my mouth.
Full set of dentures.
Yeah, that's it. But when I come back, I will have my teeth. And I'm like...
whenever you speak, you have teeth. It's weird.
Yeah, it's super weird. It's weird that a rooster would have a beak and teeth inside of the beak, but it's true. It's
a lot of layers to this deception.
So I'm just like, that's the last time I buy Friday night flavored bottled water from the vending machine.
But so he's like, you keep falling for these tricks. It turns out your friend Tatiana is actually my sister Tatiana.
What?
And Tatiana comes into view, and she's like, I am sorry, boss. I had to betray you. I really like you. And then she maces Timmy in the face and is like, come, Rooster, quickly, I free you.
I stand up with the chair attached to my back, and I run out.
She's got like stiletto high heels on, and she kicks the lock on your chains, and the lock pops open.
Perfectly.
Like behind the scenes, it's just some guy with like an RC controlled like lock opener who's just like boop. But it looks like she lands this incredible hit and pops the lock open. And she's like, "Come, Rooster. We must go now quickly before my brother is able to see again."
Yeah, I stand up and I start to run out, but then I turn around and I walk back and I kick him a few times and then I run off again. And yeah. And then as we're leaving, I was like, "Well, what about the camera inside the bag? What are we doing about it?"
She's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. I will send someone back for it." And the scene is about to fade out, and it's time for Rooster to make any declarations he wants to for the promo.
All right. Yeah. So I guess like what Rooster is after now. He's after the U.S. belt, right? U.S. title.
The U.S. Championship.
U.S. Championship belt. So he's basically said, he says to the camera before he leaves, he's like, "I might have lost the heavyweight championship belt, and Timmy is probably the reason for that. Definitely not the fact that I'm a bad wrestler. But that U.S. championship belt, that's all Rooster." And then I put the bag back over the camera. And then yeah. I guess that's my promo.
Okay.
And in the background, you can hear he's like, "Oh God, he really knocked out my teeth," and I you hear him like picking up the teeth in the background.
All right, you can roll. I believe it's plus look, but let me pull open the 5
Promo
PDFs
is plus
I need.
look, yeah. I got that shit open now. That is like, if we're just gonna talk about like the game for like a split second, that is the best thing they did because the manual is
The play
fucking,
aids.
Yeah, the manual is so just
long.
Yeah, it's just long.
It's awfully wordy.
Most of the Apocalypse World hacks all have this, either play aids or player spreadsheets or whatever.
Alright, 40.
Yeah, okay, you get to pick +1 momentum and 1 from the 7 to 9 list.
So, do you get momentum because of your audience, and the audience resets back, right? So, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what do I need? What's the stepping stones I need to do to get to the U.S. championship belt?
So the championship belt hasn't been announced. Like you know that they're bringing it back. It's going to be a Regal Wrangle match, and so getting into that would probably be a good idea.
That's what I want to do then.
Okay.
I want to get into that, and I also, I guess my momentum goes up to 2, and then I get inside whatever match I need to get into.
All right, you have forcing creative to book you into the Regal Wrangle.
Yep.
All right, excellent. Now let's talk about your audience.
Yeah.
Your audience is currently at 1.
That is correct, yes.
I think... Oh, no, I have it at 2.
Oh, really?
What? Yep. What
So that
momentum...
means my momentum is 3, then?
Do you start with 2 momentum when you have 2 on your
It's whatever your audience is what you...
No, each individual sheet has a different amount. It's listed on the second half of the sheet.
Because I'm pretty sure the character that I am, the Golden Boy, I'm pretty sure he gets his audience resets every time. Let me just double check there. Whoa.
What do you mean? Don't they all reset every time?
Yeah, but it resets to 1, and I'm pretty sure your momentum is whatever your audience is.
Yeah, I think you reset and then you gain another one.
Oh, because of
something. Yeah.
For my character's audience is not always the same as momentum.
Yeah, the audience is almost never the same as momentum. So let's look it over. Golden Boy. If you have +2 audience, you start with 1 momentum.
Okay.
So you are starting with 2 momentum because you have a +1 from what you just did.
Okay.
All right. Let's do Wolf and Buster.
What? Why are they together? They just want to do one.
They're not together. It's just you have to do look. I guess if you don't want them to be together, you just have to pick which one of them you'd like to be at the front end of the promo this week. Which wrestler do you want to see get a boost?
Oh, Wolf.
Okay, all right. So what's happening in Wolf's promo?
Well, he's got the belt. I think he's in the swamp, as he is wont to be. Where are we this week?
I don't know. Do you have a suggestion as to where? And I mean, I say this collectively.
Nevada.
Really, Nevada?
Where there are no swamps, and then he's in the swamp. There are very clearly no swamps there, but he's in the swamp in his promo.
All right.
It doesn't really matter.
Let's see. What kind of famous places can we find in Nevada? And sorry, Nevadians, that I don't automatically know cool places in Nevada.
The highway.
How about Las Vegas?
The capital of Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, I could
Nevada,
totally go
Carson
for
City.
Las Vegas. Yeah. Friday Night Fights, coming off of the fight on the cruise ship and the Timmy time, they're like at record high profits. So I think they're probably like having a vacation for the wrestlers in Las Vegas while also doing a show there. So yeah, I can see that.
Is there like a swamp scenario in the MGM Grand? There's just like the Lion Den. I don't know. Anyway.
I think maybe you're out of your element here. Like maybe you're like really dry and you're just like,
I'm in the pool. I'm in swimming pool. I found a dirty swimming pool somewhere.
You find
out in the outskirts
into like the pool.
Yeah, like it's one of those cheap motels where only half the letters line up.
Yeah. I'm in this dirty swimming pool, and I come out of it with the belt.
There's a slow motion pan of like a Baywatch character coming out of the ocean sort of thing, but it's Wolf and he's wearing like 9 belts, and he's like,
I got the belt. There's like
on him.
There's like a cigarette butt that's on my head.
Yeah.
Anywho, he says, now that I've got the U.S. champion, or not the U.S. champion, now they got the heavyweight championship.
He'll have that by the end of the night, knowing Graham. Don't worry about that.
Now that I've got the World Heavyweight Championship, my time in the Friday Night Fights is coming to a close. Wizard, calling you out. I know you've got the magic to cure me of my werewolfism.
There's actually a word for it.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Werewolf, and I know that. Werewolf. He's going to say werewolfism though. That's a word that maybe wrestling fans. I don't know. Werewolfism sounds like a made-up word.
Cure my wolf blood.
You can either help me, or you can fight me. And if I win, then you cure me. Yeah. Okay. And if I lose, that's it.
Roll plus look.
I can roll power.
And based off of last week, you actually have a scheduled sit-down call-out with Wizard at some point.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
you can like show up on stage and be like, Wizard, come out here and explain yourself.
Come out and play, Wizard.
I thought that's what I was doing.
Oh, did you want to have it happen right here in your promo?
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's roll plus look, and the Wizard will show up during this.
Well, 8.
8. Okay. So what do you get out of that?
Stipulation, book a match, momentum, and heat.
Yep. You already scheduled a match with the Wizard as well, so you don't need to do that. But you could add a stipulation to that match.
Yeah, let's
Or you could add a heat to it, because your heat with Wizard isn't that great.
We'll need the heat.
All right, so you now have 2 heat with Wizard.
Yeah.
All right. So,
whereas
you like...
Sorry.
What's up?
Nothing. Go ahead.
So whereas you like rose out of the water, like now there's this dark smoke rolling across the water, and there's some sort of like epic drum beat playing, and you like see these cultists come out and start chanting all around you, and they're like Vitos Versek, and like lightning starts shooting from the sky, and then out of this funnel of smoke steps the wizard, and he walks on the water towards you. And he is like, "Wolf, you have called me from my sanctum of New York City to this shithole that is Las Vegas. What is it you require of me?"
I need you to cure me of my eternal curse that I've been stricken with.
He says, "I refuse. Don't you know who gave you that curse in the first place?" And then there's like a scene of like black and white flashbacks where it shows that the wizard was in fact responsible for your childhood cursing.
Whoa. 4,000 years ago.
Yeah, the wizard's old, man.
Yeah, we're both old.
Actually, he's a time traveler.
We've been doing this for a long time.
Yep.
I seem to recall something like that about 3,099 years ago.
No! Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh.
He's like, "Ever since you killed my father, I've been trying to kill you ever since then. But watching your torture over the years has been totally and 100% worth it.
And also,
Now that technology has finally reached the level of my magic, I could cure you using modern medical science, but I think instead I will probably watch you continue to suffer."
I like the fact that he gave him wolfism, and then he like, but in reality he's just like trying to kill him after that, but he can't because he gave him wolfism. You know what I mean? Like he just made him immortal, and he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end the scene unless you have something else.
I don't have anything else to say. I don't really know what to do to convince
All right.
him. I don't want to make it a thing for the belt, but that's probably what I'll have to do. Either I lose the belt or he cures me.
You can have
No,
both
I mean,
tag
you've
team
already
match
challenged him
belts.
to the match, right? He has to show up for it.
Oh, good. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
We'll just fight.
Yeah, you'll fight it out.
Good. I'm
Like
glad.
real men. As men
You can
do.
say that the stakes are the cure.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
so he's like, "In fact, I will accept your challenge, Wolf. I will cure you using modern MRI imagery. But in return, if I should win, you will have to accept a final and true death. Not only will you retire permanently from Worldwide Wrestling, but I'll get to bury you using the help of my good friend the Reaper. And this time, we'll make sure you stay in the grave."
Hmm.
I
sink back into the water.
he just like reverse backwards, like mad dogging him. You're like,
All right, so I think the scene ends, and then like off camera, the wizard's like, "Well, that was pretty good. I really like the special effects, guys. I think that my entrance is going to look fantastic once you add in the CGI tornado. Because that could work, everybody. Good work."
like
I come out of the water and cough a whole bunch and spit out a cigarette butt. I swallow back.
Yeah, they come over and they've got like a tetanus shot for you, and all sorts
It's
of like,
really bad in here.
yeah.
the wizard's actually a real
It's
doctor,
really-
and he's just like, "I'll cure you of your STDs you've collected in this pool if you
It's
fight
really
me."
bad. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Who decided to come here?
Dante Inferno, of course. The boss. Okay, Cowboy or the Minotaur? Who's fronting for your team this week?
Oh, as usual, Cowboy will be the face.
Of course.
So it's night on the Vegas Strip, and coming out of a limo are Cowboy,
I'm
And the
terrified.
giant. And Minotaur, in their normal costumes, but of course wearing dark sunglasses at night. From behind them, out of the limo, steps Michael Bolton.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent. We've already established celebrity cameos.
Yes. And from nowhere, music starts playing, and it's sort of like, it's kind of like the beginning of the Lonely Island Jack Sparrow.
Of course.
Yeah,
Rap.
it's a sick beat, man.
And I will not try to rap.
Do it. No, you got to do it, man.
No.
You gotta do it.
Can't back out now that you literally fucking said that, man.
Oh.
You wrote a rap, didn't you?
No, I
Yes.
didn't.
I bet you he did. I bet you he's got it down on like a notepad, and he's just like, I can't say this on camera.
No, I literally have
It's
nothing.
nothing but cursing.
How many
100%
words? How many
swear.
times do you say booty or bitches in this rap?
All of them, actually. All the words.
That's, the whole rap's just booty, 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 bitch.
Cowboy, of course, has the money in the bank briefcase,
Yeah.
and they're walking down.
Is Michael Bolton rapping for you?
Michael Bolton is doing the hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The night starts now.
For some reason, I just imagine like my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, but like Cowboy is just like, you know, with the money in the bank.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
But anyway, he's running down the franchise. He's saying they want all the money, but I've got the money that matters most. Holding up the briefcase, and basically, there's going to be a time, there's going to be a place when I stick this briefcase in your face.
I knew you wrote a rap.
Yeah, I knew you did.
He was
That
like,
was
I didn't
freestyling.
write a rap. Yeah, of course.
That was freestyling. I didn't write
believe
it.
you.
I bet you have a tattoo now. Like
I
you
have
just
2
can't-
tattoos.
Money in the bank across your chest. It's like,
So yeah, he's calling out not necessarily Rooster, but Rooster's posse.
yeah, the money men.
Let's look and see if you can get yourself in a match with them.
So that's like crack and ass, right? Mostly. I don't think there's anyone.
Mr. Ass, Tatiana. Yep.
I don't think you can fight Tatiana though.
No, she's not a wrestler. She's a valet.
What the fuck? Perfect.
I
role.
know, right?
Yep.
Is that look? What is that?
Yeah.
That's
It's,
look.
Damn, your look is as good as Rooster's. That's
all right.
fucking
You get
insane.
+1 momentum for Cowboy. And what option would you like to take?
I'll get that match, and not only will I get the match, I will put the titles on the line.
Really? You're going to put a tag team title versus Joey Crack and Mr. Ass?
Yep.
Damn.
Excellent. All right. So
So what do you get out of it then?
One step closer to
Pride.
to the top.
So that's like nothing.
That's
I sell more merchandise that way. I get rid of their stranglehold on.
Oh, I got a great idea, Arthur. For that particular fight, you can have like a picture on screen of how much merchandise is selling for either side during
At
the
that
match.
time, in real time.
Yeah, in like real time. It's like call in now and get like choose which merchandise you want,
limited edition
Yeah.
I Love Cock t-shirt.
or like I prefer dem titties or something like that.
Oh, no, it's got to be
just
the
a
Friday
picture
Night
of Cowboys
Fights app.
udders.
Oh yeah, it's an app.
Yeah, the app.
It's really bad and it fucking puts like a lot of viruses and ads on your phone, but
Yeah,
people
it's
use
Flash
it.
based, of course.
It's Flash based.
The programmer who wrote the app got all his experience working on Newgrounds.
Hey man, Newgrounds is a great site. I love that site. If I could go back in time and bring it forward, I would. I'd make it now. I'd like kill the guy who made it and then make it now and get all the money. That's what I want.
I forgot that site existed.
It's a great site if you like dick jokes.
It was.
It's like the best website ever for dick jokes.
Well, it was when I was 14.
It still has plenty of dick jokes
It
on
was,
there,
really,
man.
it was really funny.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. That's a good fight. That's a good match, that one.
So what are Cowboy and Minotaur? They both have starting audience of 3. What is their starting momentum?
It's 2.
Okay, for both of them. And then Buster starts with 1 audience. What is his starting momentum?
1 also.
All right. So the current momentum list is Wolf 3, Rooster 2, Cowboy 3, Minotaur 2, and Buster 1. The current audience list is Wolf 1, Rooster 2, Cowboy 3, Minotaur 3, Buster 1.
Arthur, let's just right now. Fuck it. You know what I'm doing? I'm
What are
just
you
gonna.
doing?
I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna use my advance right now,
Yep.
and I'm going to make a special guest star ringing announcer.
Is it Michael Bolton?
No,
Because I was going to make it be Michael Bolton.
his name is Davo Dingo. He's an Australian.
Davo Dingo.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
an Australian from the Australian version of Friday Night Fights.
He's which one? Is he a referee or is he an announcer?
He's an announcer.
Okay, let's see here. So he introduces every competitor as they come in the ring. You pick a favorite in the upcoming match. When you do so, you can give them +1 momentum. When you have an off-camera conversation with someone and they follow your advice, gain +1 momentum. When you make an appearance on camera and use the opportunity to add a new wrinkle to an ongoing storyline, the subject gains +1 heat with whoever you want.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So his stats are. I get 1 heat whether I'm on the roster. So I assume that means that you could probably punch me or whatever.
Yeah. Your stats are look to power -2, real 1, work -2.
Yeah, and then I get to. I think I get to pick one.
Nope.
Nope. I get 3
You
audience
just-
at the start. So, but
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, I like that. So Davo Dingo.
So this is a character that was meant to be played as a one-shot.
yeah,
It
pretty
goes
much.
away at
Yeah.
the end of the episode.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this is a good time to bring him in. All right, so these are the following matches that have to happen because they have been demanded by the players. Rooster for the U.S. Championship via Regal Wrangle. You have already demanded a call-out with Wizard, so all that's left there is to have the match with the Wizard versus Wolf. The Herd versus the franchise tag team. And it was suggested, but there hasn't been an actual demand for it. The Wolf versus Vincent Morn, who
doesn't exist.
He can be an NPC for this one.
he is an NTW that the crowd wants to see have happen. His silver sword, monster slaying sword, was stolen and shipped over from like Egypt by Rooster.
I was thinking more like
I imagine
London.
he would be.
but-
I imagine he would be very cross with Rooster.
Yeah.
Yes.
He should probably fight him instead.
There's one more character I wanted to introduce.
Go for it.
His name is David Meatman.
What?
Yes. So
So he-
David Meatman is it like, you know how the first Terminator was absolutely fucking shitty looking,
Yeah.
and then the next one was like sleek super android liquid based?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one has been sent from the future to destroy Buster Meatman.
Well,
He's, instead of being like Buster's like, I am not a robot, this one's like, hey guys, what's up? I'm
So-
David Meatman, I'm Buster's brother, and I'm here to destroy him.
Dang.
He was designed by the Kaijus using human technology to destroy Buster Meatman and prevent him from stopping the future from happening.
Oh my god, the future
I'm
is
gonna-
fucked up, dude.
I must enlist the help of my creator.
So what it is it's also a tie-in for Terminator Genesis. The whole
Arnold
night,
Schwarzenegger
Terminator Genesis
comes out.
They're playing.
Yeah, is it just
Anytime-
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, anytime Buster Meatman or David Meatman are on screen. So
I
I
like it.
think that I'd like to
Hashtag.
see a Buster Meatman versus David Meatman fight, or at the very least, like a cameo promo. But I'm going to leave it to the audience. It's up to them to put what they would like in the Twitch chat or to Twitter it to me at AP Gaming Real. We're going to take a couple minutes break here shortly while I assemble the match list based on what the players want to see.
Mm-hmm.
So send your
Yes.
recommendations in now, guys.
Alright, you know the rules, everybody.
And so do I.
Pick
I don't.
some matches you want to see. We've got Rooster Lyme, we've got Buster Meatman, we've got David Meatman, we've got Wolf, we've got Minotaur, we've got Cowboy, and we've got a whole slew of NPWs as well, including Vincent Morn, who is a brand new face. So if you want to see any of those guys match up and collide heads or whatever they do, just put it in the Twitch chat what you want to see. And yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes while we collect our thoughts and get ready for the final. Yeah? No? Alright, that's cool. Whatever. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from our quick break. We are ready to get going. We have some fights lined up. I think there was one from the audience, which is a stipulation to the David versus Buster Meatman fight.
It's called the Back to the Future match.
Yeah.
The loser goes home to the future.
Back to the Future TM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would someone coming from the future be, like, referring to that as the past or the future?
This is the past.
Days of Future Past.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, I think that we come in with a Terminator Genesis TV spot ad where it's revealed that John Connor is actually the villain. And everyone's like, what? This movie's gonna suck. What the fuck?
I remember that. Yeah.
And then, like, in the middle of the ring just shows up a mostly naked David Meatman in, like, a puff of smoke, and there's, like, electricity. It's nowhere near as dramatic as, you know, Wizard's entrance that was done with CGI, or any Terminator movie, again, done with CGI. But he shows up in basically just, like, his underwear, and is like, I'm David Meatman. I'm here from the future. To return Buster Meatman. I am not a robot.
Hi, I'm from the future. To return Buster Meatman to the future.
Grammar protocol needs work.
And then, you know, Buster Meatman's always like, eat, eat, eat. This guy just, like, goes running. He leaps over the top ropes. He's very smooth about it. He's like, I don't know who to describe.
What's the evil RoboCop? RoboCop 2 or 3?
I never watched RoboCop.
I thought the evil RoboCop was like that mech thing that they had.
No, they made a RoboCop that would look like RoboCop, but was not RoboCop.
You mean the black RoboCop and the PG version of RoboCop?
Yeah.
That was fucking stupid, by the way, making RoboCop PG. I don't know.
Yeah,
who decided
it's happened. We live in the present now, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I wasn't aware with all this future talk. Forgot where I was in space and time. My bad. It happens to me often.
Anywho, yes, we know what you mean.
Excellent.
David is a better robot than Buster.
Well, no. I mean, because in the end, if it goes by Terminator rules, the old servo-based model will win out against the liquid metal because he will push him into lava.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
lots of lava in Las Vegas.
Can we have a lava match?
No.
That'd probably get expensive.
Yeah.
That would also probably be super dangerous for any audience members.
Nah.
That's why they watch Friday Night Fights, man.
Yeah, danger.
All right, so I think the first match is actually just going to be that Regal Wrangle, starting with Rooster in the ring.
Oh, shit.
Versus an old enemy.
All right, well, one of you guys get to play as Davo Dingo in the meantime as a Super Aussie Australian.
No, you still play as as Davo Dingo.
Okay.
Introducing yourself. Yep. The question is, who would like to who would like to guest announce this match?
Buster.
Okay. Buster shows up as the special referee. There is no James Jives. The seat is empty. It's basically
special
just
announcer, you mean?
Yep, it's just you announcing.
It's good.
All right, so Davo Dingo, it's your big premiere. Don't fuck it up. You have to announce both yourself, Rooster, and El Chupacabra into the ring.
G'day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davo Dingo, right down from Down Under from Friday Night Fights. I'm coming over here to tell everyone about the glorious Australia version of Friday Night Fights. But tonight, I'm here guest announcing, introducing all these tough motherfuckers. It's going to be great. First up, though, we have El Chupacabra. Look at this little guy. How you doing, son?
El Chupacabra is, like, looming over you. How big is Davo Dingo? Let's figure that one out.
Enormous.
Okay, all right.
7 feet tall.
I think we've established that El Chupacabra is like a 10 years older, much shorter version of Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah,
so,
that's what we did. Yeah, yeah.
I think what happens is like he's on the ropes or something and is looming down at you, but it's like you're almost eye level.
Yeah.
In that position.
Yeah. You're about as small as I always thought you were, mate.
You know, in Australia, they have much more dangerous things to worry about than actual chupacabras.
He says nothing. He just like makes a gesture towards you and like walks away into the ring and is like, El Chupacabra.
Well, it seems like that bloke is a bit of a wet blanket. Wouldn't you agree there, Buster?
Yes.
Very good. Seems like I've got a great announcing staff tonight. The next competitor.
Good day, mate.
Wow.
Good day, mate.
I like how you threw that mate in there at the last second.
He's learning. He's a learning machine.
All right, that wasn't awkward as hell, but anyway, moving on. We have our next one, and probably the one that won't win is Rooster Lyme's. He's a chicken in an El Chupacabra mask. I don't understand it, but we have him coming out at the moment. And I tell you what, he's about the same size as me, but he doesn't really have anything special going for him.
I just want to remind you, before you finish doing this, in order to give yourself momentum from this move, you have to introduce yourself in glowing terms rather than make fun of yourself the whole time.
All right, well, there we go. It's like, okay. How do I do this?
Is there... Perhaps you'd like to change how you were going with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Nah, just kidding. He's a top bloke, this one. I had beers with him before we came out here. And I tell you what, that guy can hold his damn liquor. You know what I'm saying? All these other bastards in this Friday Night Fights America version, they're a bit of a bunch of cabries, if you ask me. But Rooster Lyme's, he's the toppest bloke you've ever met on this side of the Wango Dango.
All right, so I think the audience is all like confused with all the references you're making, but the cameras zoom in on one guy who basically looks like Sabretooth from X-Men. And he's holding a sign that says, Dave O'Dingo, I love you. So he's like, yeah, Dave O'Dingo.
As I look at it and go, oh, there's Barry over there. Hey, Barry. Good to see you made it.
Hey, Barry. You made it.
Look, he's one of the top blokes from the Australian division of Friday Night Fights down under.
Who is he? I thought he was just a citizen.
Yeah, I know him personally, though.
Yeah, you know him all.
There's about 40 of us down there.
Exactly.
It's like, so, Rooster, tell us a bit about how you're going to put this young whippersnapper into the ground.
Oh, I love that you're introducing yourself.
I know, it's going to be great. So, hey there, Dave O'Dingo. Yeah, I'm gonna... Sorry, I can't get rid of it now. It's
excellent.
So hard.
The other night when I had to do 7 accents in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that man in the ground like I did when I ripped his mask off. And he's like...
That doesn't sound anything like
I know, but I can't break Australian. It hurts. It's like... It's like... Oh, too right. Yeah, I saw a video clip of that. That was pretty righteous.
All right. So I think as the competitors
so hard.
step into the ring, there's like I don't know what to call it, like a running board of hashtags that goes underneath the Titantron. So it's like the top hashtag. Yeah, it's a ticker. That's what it's called. And the top trending is hashtag who was in the SUV and hashtag where is James Jives.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, the SUV who keeps hitting people over and over again.
Is it Unicron?
It's not. Unicron is a planet. He's not an SUV. Because of conservation of mass, he literally could not become a U.S.
Arthur, I got something
SUV.
for you. David Dinger's going to sign off for something in particular. And
Okay.
He looks up at the ticker board and he goes, I see that the hashtags are starting to roll in. We have Twitter in Australia too. We call it Twatter. It's really good. But, you know, if that SUV had a rhubarb on the front, none of this would have been a problem because the bloke would have been dead. So, you know, there's that. Off to you at the announcing table there. What the fuck was his name? Buster Meat Man? Oh god, that's fucking terrible. By the way, if I had to put my finger on who's gonna win this one, it's definitely gonna be Rooster. You could say I'm rooting for the Rooster, eh? Eh? Yeah, it's
Whole
beyond
room
you.
is still silent. I think that while you're talking, they have to do like a live translation on the Titantron of what you're saying.
Hello, friends.
And like whenever you say like mate or rhubarb, they're like colloquialism of Australia. It traditionally means a bar attached to the front of a car. So like it's so long that people are spending the time to read it and not listening to what you're saying.
You gotta remember, I have 3 audience, so people fucking love this guy. Maybe like all 30 of the blokes in
I think they
Australia
might
are
love you by the end of the night. I think they love you in Australia, definitely.
Yeah.
For here right now, they're just trying to keep up with what you're saying.
What's that? You want me to slow down? I don't think I can do that. No, it's the way I talk. Nah. Alright. Alright, I won't use rhubarb anymore. It confuses people. Alright. Alright. I got it.
Everybody's trying to find rhubarb, like rhubarb pie.
It's like, oh, rhubarb sounds delicious.
I can't believe you'd put rhubarb on the front of a car.
What's a bloke?
All right.
No translation available.
Yeah, it's just
I like wrestling.
In the closed caption, it just says unintelligible for like half of it. Oh shit.
All right. So, Rooster, it sounds like you're definitely starting first.
Yeah, and I gained.
You've been announced in, and the announcer was pretty much on your side.
Yep.
El Chupacabra is just kind of like doing some athletic warm-up stuff, like jogging in place after the bell has rung.
Mm. The thing where he jogs backwards around.
Yeah. So we're using the Regal Wrangle rules, which replace the wrestling move with Regal Wrangle, and you can find that on page 3 of the play aids.
Oh, it's an actual thing. I see.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. Are we doing like promos or anything like that?
You can if you want to. You can cut a promo or speak to the audience or cheap heat or whatever you'd like to do.
It's like, all right, I'm gonna do a cheap heat.
The thing about cutting a promo is they can't do it for everybody because it's a Regal Wrangle. So there's going to be a bunch of people out here.
Okay, well maybe we'll ignore it for now. Yeah.
All right.
So how many people are in the ring right now?
It's just you and Chupacabra, but they expect that there might be as many as 6 wrestlers out.
Okay. All right, so
like every minute they'll send in a new guy.
Oh wow. So 2 competitors start in the ring. Another enters at staggered intervals. Wrestlers can only be eliminated by being thrown over the top rope.
Yep.
The last one standing is the winner. Creator decides on who starts in the ring. Whenever a player makes the wrestling move called in the wrangle, replace the normal result list with this one.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay. So you're in control of the match.
All right. So I'm just gonna, slap my hands together and just be like, all right, time to take off your mask again, there, El Chupacabra. Oh God, I can't drop the Australian accent now. It's once it starts.
Excellent.
It just I get back to my roots a little bit. Anyway, so I
have the same problem.
Yeah.
With Americans. Yeah.
With American. Okay, I'm gonna run at the guy and I'm gonna start working him over. Basically, doing a heap of leg moves as Rooster normally does. He's bouncing him off the ring and kicking him down and then picking him up again and bouncing him off the ring and kicking him down again, that sort of stuff. And then for the sort of swap over part, I'm going to try and basically do a oh God, I don't know. So am I able to use other moves, or is it I can only use in the wrangle?
You can use other moves. It's whenever you would be making the wrestling move, you replace it within the wrangle.
What is the wrestling move?
It's on page 2, and it's like the one there where you choose work, power, look, or heat based on what you were doing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for a look one. for
Right.
the wrestling.
So you have to demonstrate it. You know, what are you doing that would trigger look?
If you execute a signature move, so basically he's going to run at me after I'm doing all this leg kicking stuff off the side of the ropes and stuff. And
Just remember, we've established you have a number of signature moves.
Yeah.
So
and basically I'm gonna like slap him as he runs up, and then I'm going to do a pecker bomb, which is a German suplex, but you pick it up from the shorts. So you grab him and over the back there, and that's what I'm going to try and do. So I guess in this one, I don't get any bonuses.
you
It's
get
just a
plus look.
straight up. Oh, it's a plus look.
Yep.
Oh, but you
You're
just
rolling
replace
it as if it was the wrestle move, and the options are the in the
Oh,
ring.
I see what's going on
Yep.
now. Okay, that makes perfect sense. 13. Damn, these rolls are high.
Okay, you retain control of the match. You get to pick one.
Gain 2 momentum. Throw an opponent over the top rope. Gain 1 heat with them. Pick the next entrant into the wrangle. Gain 1 heat with them. Oh shit! Oh shit! So I can just basically throw him out right now if I wanted to.
Yep.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pick the next opponent to come in.
All right, who is the next entrant?
I want it to be someone on my side, because it's going to be, you know, Rooster being Rooster and trying to get the upper hand by having more people on his side, sort of thing. So we're going to go with Mr. Ass coming out.
Okay.
And like, so say I like powerbomb this guy and I stand up, and I just point to the where people come out, and then I just start clapping, you know, trying to drive the hype up for Mr. Ass coming out, and maybe I start a chant. Like, does he have a chant? It's like Mr. Ass or something like that. Like,
it's probably like booty, booty,
okay,
booty,
yeah,
booty.
yeah. I start clapping. It's like booty, booty.
And then it starts playing his entrance music. It's like, I'm an ass man. And he shows up, like, he's got 2 perfume bottles out like this, and he's, like, spraying the crowd as he runs down.
Yeah.
And then he tosses them out into the crowd for somebody to grab as he, like, comes in and spears Chupacabra on the entrance.
Nice. I like it.
Let's cut to Buster to see what he has to think about that move.
Mr. Ass's pheromone levels are out of control.
Awesome. Rather than comment on the match, he's just like, yeah.
It is quite terrible on the nostril. I only have one. The other one is just simply there for
This
aesthetic
cologne
reasons.
is 80% fecal matter.
Oh, God.
I like the idea that you say that, and then on the Titantron, they're like, this is completely wrong. Everything he's saying is incorrect. And they start listing, like, the recipe list of the cologne, and at the bottom it says, like, fecal matter NA.
Less than 1%.
Nope, it says not applicable.
100%.
There is 0% fecal matter in this perfume. They want to be real clear on that because they're selling it tonight during the herd versus the... Oh, God.
Franchise.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you doing this to me, man? Fecal matter? Really? Come on, Graham, work with me here.
It's a robot. That's what he's
Everything-
detecting.
I thought
Everything
robots
smells
could
like
lie.
Yeah. Or maybe it's just the ring around you. Someone's pooped their pants in excitement for this match. You know?
That's what his
you
senses
are
are
a
picking
defective
up.
model.
Maybe David has messed with my circuitry. I mean, I don't know.
Shit.
That's what I'm getting.
Maybe David's come back because you suck.
Ooh, dang.
Yep. All right, we'll figure that out later. You are still in control of the match.
All right,
And
so-
now have Ass and Chupacabra as opponents.
So basically, I'm just going to be like high-fiving Ass, and like maybe we've got like a little dance going on or something like that to like, you know, just showboating the shit out of like El
Oh, you want to
Chupacabra.
work the audience here?
Yeah, man, I'm going to work the audience, yeah.
All right, roll your plus audience.
That's 2 at the moment.
You are at 2.
Damn!
You nail a 13. So you both do a dance,
Yeah.
and
It's like choreographed and everything. It's perfect.
you get
yeah.
+2 momentum.
Nice. I'm at
Yep.
5 now by my count.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
which is good because in order to stay in the ring during the Regal Wrangle, you have to blow momentum.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Well, that's nice.
Okay, so you're still in control of the match. You've completed your ass dance. I assume it involves a lot of hip thrusting motions.
Yeah, it's
In
like
both
basically
directions.
it's like we stick our butts out. We do like the
100% hit.
yeah.
Thrust.
I think that tonight Ass is wearing a Joey Crack t-shirt.
Like I pull down my pants and I'm wearing a Mr. Ass like budgie smuggler.
Underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah, all that time.
so
just
the
getting-
front end of his t-shirt says "I love crack," and the back end says "100% pure crack," and it's got an arrow pointing down to his butt.
Yeah, I love franchise, man. It's such a great thing. All right, so if I'm still in control, even after working the audience,
Yeah.
all right, so I'm just gonna basically me and Ars are gonna take turns, like just beating the shit out of El Chupacabra,
Okay.
and then maybe as someone else gets called in the next one, then we like together we throw him over the top rope.
Okay. I think if you're working together with him, you might want to roll plus heat.
With
Because you're
Crack.
working together to make a memorable sequence, right? From the dance into the beatdown. So the person entering the ring currently is Sir Justin Time.
Okay.
And he's coming down with his valet and his manager. So it's like this young, bookish woman who's wearing like a safari hat and like khaki shorts and shirt and a bandolier and has a spear gun. And this elder British gentleman who basically looks like Alfred. And wearing like a full black butler's uniform. And Sir Justin Time's carrying like a shotgun. And he's like, "What ho! Into the Regal Wrangle! Just in time away!"
So I guess maybe we can like throw El Chupacabra at him. I don't know. Is that possible? Because
Yeah.
El Chupacabra is tiny, right? So
Yeah. So you get to roll plus heat. So your heat with
Ass.
Mr. Ass is 4 right now.
Oh wow. 9. All right, that's still pretty good.
Okay. You can pick either retain control on transition. Oh no, sorry. Right, you get the Regal Wrangle rules. You need to work with someone else to throw an opponent over the top, and they take control, or retain control and pick the next entrant.
Yeah, working with us, we're throwing
All right,
over
you
the
definitely
ring.
work with Ass, and
Yeah.
you throw Chupacabra into just in time. The young woman like steps in front and takes the hit for him. He doesn't even notice it though. Like he steps around her. He's like, "What are you doing, getting in my way?" And she's like crumpled underneath him. And the butler's like, Sir Justin, please help me. Michelle has been. And she's like, "No, I'm all right. Oh, my splotch."
Splotch.
It's not a.
It's not a real thing. is it?
Mustard, you get to do some commentating here. I don't know if you want to put this move over or anything, or
No,
you just
no,
want
no,
to say something about it.
Definitely not. I look at David Dingo,
Dave
or whatever his
O'Dingo.
name,
Yeah.
Dave O'Dingo,
Yeah.
and I look back at the match. I look at the camera.
And
I
then,
love that how awkward it is. You're like, "Eek."
and then Dave O'Dingo's like, yeah, too right, mate, too right.
Collusion.
Oh,
Collusion.
so, Mr. Ass and Just in Time, Sir Just in Time, knighted by the Queen of England, of course. And yeah, you are all in the match, and you still have. Oh no, actually, Mr. Ass takes control of the match.
Yeah, Mr. Ass takes control, yeah.
And so Mr. Ass is teaming up with you to take down Sir Just in Time. And so I think what you guys do is like a bunch of Irish whips where like you grab his arm and throw him into Ass, and Ass like grabs the arm and whips him into the ropes. And then you guys do like a double clothesline on him.
Yeah.
And then, like, you're both kicking him while he's down. So, like, you're kicking him in the face, and he's kicking him in the crotch. And you guys are, like, high-fiving while it happens.
Yeah.
And the ref is just, like, pulled out a cigarette. And it's just smoking at the side.
Yeah, I like it. It's just like, yeah.
And I think that's about the time when Cowboy comes out.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm in this?
Yeah, you're the final competitor being thrown into the Regal Wrangle.
Oh, can we make it Minotaur instead?
All right, Minotaur comes out, sure.
We got to have the giant in the Regal Wrangle.
Yeah.
All right, so there's...
You don't get control of the match.
Oh, okay.
That you're entering, and I think that's when Mr. Ass tosses just in time, like into the ropes, and as you enter Minotaur, you like literally just choke slam him right out. So like they toss just in time into you, you like climb into the ring, and he just runs right into your giant fist, and you're just like whoop, and drop him outside the ring. And I think that's going to transfer momentum to Minotaur.
Okay. I'm happy for
Yeah.
that to happen.
You can spend one momentum if you'd like to take control of the match again.
How much momentum does Minotaur have?
Let's see here. Minotaur has 2.
No, I'll let him start off.
Okay, all right. You're up, Minotaur.
Well, Mr. Ass bravely comes at Minotaur, and Minotaur like power chops him on the top of the head. And then when he's down, picks him up and puts him in the over-the-shoulder backbreaker, and meanwhile, all the while, is glaring at Rooster like he's daring him to do something.
All right, so are you passing momentum over to me then?
No, I'm gonna do I guess a power roll.
Yeah, it sounds like you could seriously hurt him with the backbreaker. What are your thoughts on this, ringside announcer Buster Meatman?
Minotaur is good at wrestling.
I like how this character is basically Graham just like going, fuck it, I give up.
No, it's not. It's a robot. All he knows is wrestling, and also what he takes in. And then he says Minotaur is good at wrestling, and he looks at Dave O'Dingo and he says, "Good day, mate."
Oh, you're picking that up, eh? That's true, right? That's true Aussie blue right there. I don't know what that accent was, but it wasn't.
You can either work with someone to throw an opponent over the top and then they take control, or retain control of the match and pick the next entrant.
Is there another entrant?
If you want to force one, there will be.
So I think what happens is Rooster runs to drop kick Minotaur. And
I was
Minotaur
actually
falls.
going to do that, so like, yeah.
Minotaur falls back into the ropes and accidentally, well, not accidentally, but happens to drop Mr. Ass outside, so he's eliminated.
All right. I think that now that there's only 2 people left in the match, the U.S. Championship belt starts lowering from the ceiling. And
Wait, is this for the belt, is it?
yeah, this is for the belt.
Okay, interesting.
And like a high school drum band, like the Las Vegas high school band, comes out with like a drum line, and they're all around the ring, and they're like dun 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 dun, and there's like flames coming from the post now, and they bring the lights down everywhere, and everyone's super focused now on Minotaur versus Rooster, and Rooster's in control of the match. Although, oh yeah, we did have commentary from Buster. It was just very flat.
You could say it was almost lifelike, almost robotic in nature.
Yeah. So, Rooster, you're in control.
All right, so I'm looking up, and I'm seeing all the flames and stuff like that, and maybe like as the flame goes, like I'd imagine it'd be like dark, and the flames are sort of like illuminating, and in between like flame bursts, basically, I'm gonna run at Minotaur, and I'm gonna kick him square in the nuts, just like.
Are you? That sounds like a heel move.
It is a heel move, yeah.
Excellent. You need to spend 2 momentum and win the match. Is that what you're going to do?
Sure. Why not? I mean, like, how do you feel about that, Minotaur? Do you want to do a bit of like in between or whatever, and then we can decide on the winner at that point?
You could also just make a real roll on that one. If you're kicking me in the nuts for real, you could just make a wrangle roll using real.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
I don't know. My reel is pretty terrible. Actually, no, my reel is just straight 0. So.
Are you trying to intentionally hurt Minotaur by kicking him in the nuts?
No, basically,
a planned out move where he's wearing a cup.
The way that it's gonna go is, I'd imagine it would be like in between like flame burst. The audience can still see it because of whatever jumbotron or whatever.
Yep.
But the ref can't because of the darkness.
Of course.
And that's sort of what I'm going for here. Whether or not I don't want it to be an actual like I win straight away. So maybe it can be like a heat thing. Or,
okay. Yeah. It's going to have to be more than just you run up and kick him in the nuts if you want it to be memorable and exciting.
So maybe,
but that could be the start of it.
Yeah, maybe I run up and kick him in the nuts, and then I, like, as he bends down, because he's really tall, I, like, put my arm over his head, and then I, like, lift him up by the back of the thing, and I do another, by the back of his pants, and I try and do another pecker bomb on him at the same time.
Oh, yeah, it would be impossible for you to do this without his help.
Yeah.
Because he weighs far too much for you to lift.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that would be plus heat. Sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your heat with him is probably rubbish.
Let's see here. Minotaur is 1. So that's why I'd use the heal move first. Gain the heat with him.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm willing to spend the momentum to do this, and then attempt to do the Pecker Bomb with Luke.
All right, so you dropped to 3, and you are now at 2. 3 momentum. You are now at 2 heat with him, and you roll that 2 heat.
Yep.
To try to go for the win.
Nope.
Buster Meatman, are you going to put this move over?
What was the last thing Professor Otomo said that Buster Meatman showed up and listened to?
To teach him a lesson?
No, it wasn't Rooster. It was somebody else.
Oh, I don't remember.
I'm
I don't
pretty
remember
sure
either.
it was something to do with...
Pretty sure it wasn't Rooster.
It wasn't Rooster. It was because...
If that's the case, it doesn't matter. He'll say...
What
wow.
Wow. I love the voice inflection here.
Yeah, that'll be putting over.
Okay.
So this isn't for the win, by the way. This is going to be, like, if I was going to win, I was going to...
yeah, you actually can't win on the 7 and 9.
Yeah, so...
You're going to have to retain control of the match and pick the next entrant.
It's actually... I actually rolled a 6, though, so...
Right, but he bumped you up to a 7 and 9.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yep.
Unless you don't want me to do that. Say
No, you can totally do that, yeah. So let's see. You need to work someone else through... there's no one else in there, so...
Nope.
Alright, so maybe...
Surprise guest star.
How about my manager comes out and starts beating up the people on the outside?
Tatiana shows up and starts beating up the drum circle people?
No, the other...
Yeah, the drum line. Show him who's boss.
Oh, wait, no, I thought the other people were still in the, like, the other...
The other wrestlers are all, like, outside the ring booing you right now.
Okay, yeah, maybe she comes
Except
over...
for Ass, who's like, yeah, buddy!
Yeah, maybe, like, that's what happens. Like, the outside of the ring gets chaotic. Maybe even, like, maybe one of the people on the outside of the ring said something.
Okay,
And,
all
like,
right.
Mr. Crack comes out, and he's like, right, let's handle this, or whatever, and it's just like...
Oh, okay, so you're having Joey Crack show up.
Yeah.
All right, Joey Crack is now in control of the match.
Okay.
So, like, I think you guys in the match still are, like, slamming on each other. Maybe you're, like, in a headlock and it's real intense, but the camera's following Joey Crack as he and Ass are just destroying everybody outside. Like, who's been thrown out of the match so far? Just in time, right? Like, Crack is, like, hitting on the girl. Just in time's female assistant. And she's just, like, twirling her hair.
Yeah.
And Ass is definitely kicking the butler in the teeth. He's like, no, sir, please stop. Please stop. He's like, And, like, he's saying, like, some ageist shit, like, die, old man, die. He's spraying him in the face with perfume. Just in time is just like, that's it, Alfred. Just, if you take your blows, don't be a nanny boy. Just take your blows.
Alfred.
I don't understand his character.
Yeah.
Which character?
He hates his
Charge.
his like entourage. He's just like, oh, I'm stuck with these people since birth, and they're real frustrating. That's
Listen, bro, it's Sir Just in Time. He's got a butler and an assistant. The assistant is clearly in love with him.
Yeah.
It's basically any like 90s African sitcom drama, you know. And by African sitcom drama, I mean they literally live in Africa where they hunt rhinos.
I didn't see a lot of those. Maybe I was not watching the right channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happens now. We've got people in the outside ring.
I think that Joey Crack shifts the momentum back to you. Like, and he's like, and now back to our regularly scheduled broadcast, and you and Minotaur break apart. But we still see pictures in the background of Ass, like, totally kicking the shit out of Alfred.
I think actually the control should go to Minotaur at this point.
Oh, really? Okay, you pass control to Minotaur.
Yeah.
I love the idea that you're going to fuck this up, and Minotaur's going to win the belt right out from under you. All you wanted was to win one match before retiring.
Yeah.
This is the point where you mess it up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I figured it's got to be big and splashy for the last episode, so...
Oh, okay. Sure.
Minotaur, what you do?
Okay. Minotaur will... He will grab you and pick you up for... what looks like it's going to be a military press slam clean out of the ring. And he's going to spin around a couple times, then go to the edge, and the audience is like, throw him out, throw him out, throw him out, throw him out. And he's going to roll power, I guess, at that point.
So before you do that, I'm going to spend a momentum and take control again.
Of course.
Okay.
I love that you handed him control just long enough to let him start doing the move. What's your reversal here?
So Dave, let me give you. Can I give you a suggestion?
Absolutely. I was gonna, but here's what I was gonna do first, and then we can decide whether or not it's better or not. I was gonna have Joey Crack like whack him in the knee with something, as he like comes to dangle me over the thing or something like that.
Oh, I think that would be a heel move, right? Because you're definitely having somebody do something underhanded for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I figure Rooster has to win that way. But what was your suggestion, Graham?
So my idea, see, in the Royal Rumble, I guess it's Kofi Kingston always gets knocked out of the ring but lands on something, or otherwise does not get eliminated. So he's not. You both feet have touched the floor. So I imagine Minotaur picks him up and he falls out of the ring. You land on
The
somebody.
announcer's table.
Yeah, you land on Crack and stand on his back, and Minotaur falls out and gets eliminated, but you're still back in.
Win by like just like.
No, I mean you never got eliminated.
If you want to blow two more momentum, so use all of your momentum up, that will happen.
I got 3 momentum though. Oh, and
right,
I
you
spent
have to
1 to
use
take control.
1 to take control of the match, and then 2 to spend your heel move.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Exactly that happens. You fall onto Joey Crack, who basically like as he's standing up, the camera like replays this in slow motion afterwards. You use him as a springboard to like jump back into the match and push Minotaur out, and Minotaur loses his balance. She's like, no, and they have an aerial cam shot of him like hitting the floor and all of his muscles doing like the vibrating muscle thing.
Yeah. Like they paid the $6,000 to get a slow motion camera just for like.
No, they always had one.
Okay.
You gotta have one, man, for those slow motion entrances for Dante Inferno.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. The belt continues lowering right into the hands of our new U.S. champion.
I don't put my hands out. I put my hands up, and the belt slides over my body and lands on my waist.
Okay.
And then I grab it by the sides, and I'm just like, finally!
I won a match, and I had to do it by cheating.
The first match I ever won, and it's a belt.
All right.
Should I run in? I don't know.
You just run in and just kick the shit out of me, but I still got the belt.
What is Rooster's work?
-1.
Okay. The Minotaur is going to use Student of the Game. He's going to drop his heat with Rooster to 0 and permanently gain a work.
All right. So
Wait, how does that work?
Minotaur drops his heat with Rooster, so you're now 0 with Rooster.
Yep.
And Minotaur's work goes up by 1.
Yep.
How the fuck?
Right.
So does that only work if my heat is like worse than yours? My
If your
work is...
work is better than mine, I
You learn from him.
learn from him, basically.
I feel like before this match ends, we need to like have an interview with him, to where he's like, "That was a very good match. I learned a lot from watching him." But we'll cut to that in a minute.
Davo Dingo.
I think what's happening now is like franchise shows up in the ring and starts celebrating with you. They like Ass and Crack like lift you up and are like carrying you around the ring like you're on a throne or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Tatiana comes out with a champagne bottle.
But I want there to be like an accident where I fall off the back of him or something like that, and maybe that's how I get like retired from the whole thing. It's because I like dislocate a disc in my.
All right, fine. That happens. Yeah, you fall off. They send paramedics in. They ham it up really hard, like they've got like 4 or 5 paramedics.
Oh wait,
in there,
no!
and they're all
Tatiana
like,
shakes up the bottle. The lid comes out, hits me in the head. I fall over backwards off the top of the 2 of the.
Into a waiting ambulance.
And I land, hit my head on the ring side, and I'm out
this is
cold.
fucking rough for you, man.
Yeah.
All right, so you gain 1 advance for winning a championship, and another 1 for being in a match with someone with 4 heat,
That's true.
because you had 4 heat with Mr. Ass.
Yep.
No,
Alright,
you
so-
can't have Wolf win a match with Serpentor and Mumra. No. I will put Wolf in a match versus Skeletor.
We're spit, but we're riffing. I'm just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah. So I think this is how Rooster Lyme like ends his career for this season at
Do
least.
you have enough advances to earn a retiring?
I have 3.
Yep, so that's enough to retire on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Rooster Lymes retires. So what does that actually do for Rooster? Let's see.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You get
He
nothing
just
out of it. You
retired?
literally just retire the character. So I think much like Daniel Bryant last week, like you retire and at all of the stands they have like Rooster Lyme's memorial DVDs where it's like Rooster Lyme's the living legend.
And it says a
It's
series.
like a highlight reel of 5 weeks of you, and that's it.
Yeah.
So it's like the shortest WWE
it's
Legend
30
series
seconds.
in history.
Yeah.
It's not even on DVD; it's on CD-ROM because they didn't need that much media.
And on the front of like the DVD, like the front cover, it's literally like Rooster Lyme's like holding up his arms with the belt like slowly moving down him.
Oh, I like the idea that they like laser printed it and
Yeah.
they've like put it out in like the 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then on the back of it is like a series of pictures of Rooster Lyme winning, but it's literally all of his
It's
cool
just the
shots. Yeah. So there's one of him holding the silver sword with like blood on it. There's one of him like fly kicking like Wolf in the face as he fails his.
Well, that's
like,
all the
win.
times he's lost.
Yeah, and then it's like, but that's all that's on the DVD as well. So people buy it, and it's like, you know how you watch a trailer and they just ruin the movie. It's
Yep.
like that, but like it's
So I feel like we should narrate what happens to you when you retire. Like you continue to pull in shit tons of money off of the
yeah.
merchandising. You solidly secured an empire, and so while Mr. Ass and Joey Crack and Tatiana stay in the game, they're still like contractually obligated to remain in franchise. Crack takes over the business, right?
Yeah.
But since you're the owner, you're still making 10% profits off everything they do.
yeah.
And franchise is so popular that you continue to roll in money even though you're retired after only 5 matches.
Plus, I got a belt.
Here's the real question. Is Professor Otomo your actual father, or was that just in kayfabe?
Who you? Not Professor Otomo. You mean?
No, it was Professor Otomo who was his father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say that he is.
Okay, yeah, so like the final scene, and this is all like taking place in the future. is Professor Otomo like sipping on a margarita with you on the Las Vegas Strip, and he's just like, "Good work, son. Good work."
Thanks. I
so
have
proud.
literally nothing wrong with me in real life.
I feel like
Do we
like
finally get a picture of you without your mask on? So this isn't on like any wrestling DVDs. Absolutely no one knows who you are.
Yeah.
Like none of the crew ever saw you without your mask, so it's just your dad. And like, so maybe paparazzi are like snapping a pic. Like, is this a new wrestler that Professor Otomo's scouting
All right,
out?
so-
Who is this man in the picture?
Yeah, so here's the thing. Let's find someone in real life who makes terrible things, but just has a lot of money to bankroll things. And I imagine that's what Rooster Lyme has done with his winnings and his franchise money.
So you're young Bill Gates. Oh!
So basically, I'm making something that's terrible, like maybe like,
All right, turns out you're actually Michael Bay. Oh!
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm Michael Bay. Why not? Yeah, I use my
take
money.
off the mask and you're Michael Bay. Of course. No one would have suspected critically acclaimed filmmaker Michael Bay was also a wrestler whose father was like 5 years older than him.
Yeah. I imagine it's more like I got my career in terrible movie making. No, I'm not Michael Bay. I'm the guy who made like Sharknado and stuff like that.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but sure.
Yeah. The guy, you know how you walk into a movie rental place and there's always those movies which is like a fake version of the movie to try and trick people into renting the movie.
Transmorphers.
Yeah, Transmorphers and stuff like that. Yeah, that's basically what Rooster Lymes is doing after retirement.
Love Transmorphers.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And maybe
I have no idea what you're
maybe there's
talking
an
about.
Easter egg in the DVD with like the talking head segment, and I could be like a wrestling professional, like commentating on my own career, but no one knows it's actually Rooster Lyme.
Awesome.
But the only real indication you get was that there's like a tan line, like up like that, and like with rings on his face, and that's the only way that anyone might have even guessed it was Rooster Lyme's, but it's not.
All right, I'm deleting all the Rooster info here because he's dead and gone.
Yep. Way to go. Way to go. He gets a belt.
I don't know if this counts.
Dies.
I don't think I'm going to be able to take a shot for burning this character sheet because I didn't kill you. You killed yourself.
True that. True
He's
that.
not dead. He can come back.
He's retired.
Next
He
year's Royal
literally can't come back. He retired.
Yeah.
All right.
People come back.
Let's do the after match promo with Minotaur, where we figure out what he learned exactly from watching Rooster fight.
All right. Can Davo?
Davo Dingo do the interview? Sure.
Yeah.
But I think that there needs to be a translator there for Minotaur, right? Because he only speaks
And a
Greek.
translator there for Davo Dingo.
Of course. Of course.
It's like the same guy just translating between the two of us.
Awesome. Sure.
All right.
I think that the translator's name is Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
Yep.
He's like my tracker buddy from Australia, who's actually just an American. He's just like, yeah, he's like, yeah. All right, so here we go.
He's like, damn, man, I don't know how to translate these idioms.
Yeah. All right, so it's like, Minotaur, mate, you gotta quick here. I gotta talk to you real quick about what you did in the ring, or actually how you lost to the favorite that was Rooster Lyme's, and then only have him knock himself out. So how does that make you feel? I mean, you must feel pretty bad, mate.
Good match. Learn a lot.
Oh, you learned some things. That's pretty good. What do you want to elaborate to the audience? What exactly you learned from this match?
I see drop kick. I try drop kick someday soon. I see man catch other man. I catch man soon. I learn all time. I become great wrestler someday.
They say that Rooster Lymes has injured himself quite badly, falling off the back of Kraken ass. Do you have anything to say about that?
That not good.
Do you think he's hurt himself pretty bad?
Don't know.
Do you even care?
It's bad when people get hurt bad. I hurt people, but don't hurt people bad most time.
All right. Well, there you have it. Words of wisdom from the Minotaur. He's a very tall person. Back to you at the commentating desk.
All right. I think this is a good time to take a break, right?
150%.
Excellent.
All right, guys.
That was our first match.
Yeah, first match. We'll be back with another, I guess, 2 more segments. I mean, traditionally, Friday Night Fights has been 3 episodes.
So we still have the match with Wizard. We have Herd versus Franchise and Wolf versus Morn. And a Back to the Future with Buster Meatman versus David Meatman. So yeah, I think we could probably like split those in half and do 2 more segments.
All right, cool. All right, guys, we'll be back in 3 to 5. We got to go powder our noses, and Rooster's gonna go roll around in his franchise money, making terrible movies. All right, we'll be back in 3 to 5. Enjoy the break.
Transformer 6.
Rise of
It involves
the
a wrestling robot.